guys, it's your girl Kishanta and welcome back to my YouTube page. And if you haven't been here before, don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. So anyways, I'm here to do a story time with you guys today about my experience with being pregnant and how I found out and all that good stuff. So, let's rewind all the way back to the beginning. No guys, I didn't mean it literally. Yeah. So anyways, I found out that I was pregnant when I was 20. Yeah, I was 20. And so this is pretty much how it all started. So I used to work at a hair store and I was really close with my manager, and she noticed that I was craving like orange flavored things. Mind you guys, I don't like orange flavored things. I mean, I was craving like candy, soda, anything orange you can think of. I don't like it. The only thing orange that I would drink is orange juice. Like anything else, I don't like it. So she noticed that I was craving that orange flavored things, and you know, she just thought something was a little off. But you know, I'm not thinking nothing of it because I'm having cramps, you know, I'm pretty much having all the symptoms of getting my period, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah, so I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and around this time, it is about October or November of 2016. Yeah, so she pretty much told me that she thought I was pregnant, and I was trying to convince to her like that I'm not. I don't think that I am. And so we bet on it. We put $5 on it. $5 isn't a lot, but $5 goes a long way. I left work that day and I brought a pregnancy test, and that night I decided to go get drunk with my friend, and so we just got really drunk and just having a good time. I can just like remember how I was just sitting in the corner just kind of like to myself because I was just so stuck about life. I was just like, nothing was making sense to me. I just did not believe I was pregnant. That next morning I took a pregnancy test, and it was kind of shady to me. I was just like, I don't know if this is a thing. Like, what? So I pretty much, long story short, took 3 pregnancy tests in all. The last 2 that I took were like bright as day. I still didn't believe it. So I went to Planned Parenthood and I got another test, and long story short again, boom, told me I was pregnant. And they said that my due date was supposed to be July 25th of 2017. So I was excited about that. Once everything started settling in and my mom had found out, I believe like a week later, I started getting really sick and I threw up all the time, every day. It was just so bad. Like, I never regretted losing my virginity so bad. During my first trimester, my cravings were cereal and grilled cheese. That's all I wanted. You couldn't tell me nothing. That's what I wanted. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Cereal or grilled cheese. Don't give me nothing else. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I came home and I really wanted some cereal. And my favorite cereal at the time was Cocoa Puffs. And I went in my refrigerator to see that there was no milk. Listen, y'all don't even understand how bad I cried my eyes out. Like, literally. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Guys, I literally said I did not. Okay, you know what? Yeah, so my second trimester, everything started going better. About a couple weeks into it is when I finally got rid of my morning sickness. And then my cravings started to become chocolate chip pancakes and mashed potatoes. That was like everything. Like, I just, ugh. So my second trimester was going smoothly, nothing exciting. I was just always in the house. I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't really, yeah, I just kind of stayed to myself. I was in my room all the time, although I hated it. But let me tell you guys something. You find out who your real friends are when you're pregnant because child. So fast forward again to my third trimester. My third trimester, all I craved was Taco Bell. Taco Bell, I just loved Taco Bell. I just wanted it all the time. I literally got it every day. I like went there before I went to work all the time. And it was just that. When I got off work, during work, I didn't care. It's Taco Bell. That's all I wanted. I want Taco Bell. Taco sounds really nice right now. Towards the end of my pregnancy, I had my baby shower the last month of my pregnancy. I think it was the beginning of July. And I had an amazing time. Like, I had such a beautiful baby shower. I do want to thank my mom and my stepdad for making that happen for me. I had such an amazing time, and I'm thankful for everyone that came, and it was just great. Labor. So my labor lasted 3 days, and it was just horrible because anybody that knows me knows I don't have a high pain tolerance whatsoever. My pain tolerance is literally like, so I was sitting outside with my friend on a Friday, and I kept feeling these really weird pains that was like happening, but I didn't know what it was, so I was just like, okay. So I called my boyfriend, and I told him, I'm like, I think I'm having contractions. I'm not sure, but I will keep you updated. So I went through that night, and they started to pick up, but it wasn't enough for me to go to the hospital. So the next day around 4:00 p.m. is when we decided to go to the hospital. They started becoming a lot closer apart, and so we went, and we were there up until around like 11 p.m. and they had me walk around to help dilate me because I was only 1 centimeter the entire time. It didn't work. Nothing worked. So they sent us home, and they just said, come back when they get stronger. Okay, cool. So we got home around like 12 o'clock in the morning, and he had to be to work at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So he's just like, call me if you need anything, if you need me to come home. And I'm like, okay, thinking I'll be fine. Nope. So I am laying in bed, and every contraction I'm having is waking me up at this point. It's making me so uncomfortable. It's hurting me so bad. I called him. I'm like, you need to get home now. Like, I need you home now. Now. So he comes home, and we're just like trying to wait it out, relax, see what happens, so that way we don't go back to the hospital for no reason, because we literally just left the hospital a couple hours ago. And then it started to get to the point where I was going to the bathroom, I was throwing up, and it was just getting worse. And he was just like, okay, we're gonna go to the hospital now. So we get to the hospital, and it's about 4 a.m. at this time. So we're sitting in the room, and they're pretty much monitoring me, and I'm trying to fall asleep, and it just wasn't working. I was so tired. And then around 7 o'clock in the morning, the nurses said they were going to come in and induce me because they seen something they didn't like. So that's when I started to worry. And then they took us to the room. They told me that the doctor wouldn't be there until around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So I was sitting there for another 2 to 3 hours in pain. The doctor finally came, and she induced me, and they were still monitoring me very closely. The doctor finally told me that, every contraction I was having, my son, his heart rate was dropping. And at a point in time, it did a really big dip. So she didn't want to call it an emergency C-section. However, she was like, we need to get him out of there now. So they brought me back to the room to have my C-section, and I'm laying there, I'm panicking, and I'm ready to have this baby. I'm so excited to meet my son. So they have me on the table, and they're putting the medicine in me, and it's so weird, guys, because I don't know which one it was, but like they gave me this needle, and like they were like, okay, when we put this in you, you need to like turn and move as fast as you can because you're gonna get numb. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. What? Let me tell you guys, it started from my feet and just worked its way up. Like literally, it was just like, oh my god, like I'm like slowly just going numb. Like my body was literally numb. It was so weird. Like I've never, like, it was so weird, but it was cool. Finally got the baby out of me, and at first I didn't hear him cry, so I started panicking, and then I heard his cry, and then I started crying, and it was just great. Yeah, so apparently my son ate his poop. Yeah, so they were just trying to suck all that out, you know, all that good stuff. And then they finally gave him to me, and I cried even harder. After that, we went into I went to recovery, and my son latched on like just like that. He wouldn't let go. It was great. It was just great. They took him into the NICU, so he was there for 6 days. And they had him in there because his blood sugar was low, his sodium was low, and he wasn't regulating his body temperature. Yeah, so that was it was a little frustrating and hard on me because I just wanted to take him home, and I didn't like to see him with all the wires and stuff and tubes and blood. It just broke my heart. It just broke my heart. After that, you know, the 6 days was up, we finally got to take him home, and it was just one of the best feelings ever. It was amazing. My son now is 1 year old, and his name is Elijah. And I wanted to show you guys a little something. So his name is Elijah Jamil Peterson, from me and Aaron, July 23rd, 2017. And yes, he was 5 pounds and 9 ounces. As big as I was, guys, I was huge, and he just came out so small. I can't wait for you guys to meet him. He will be back around Christmas time, so we'll definitely be doing some more vlogs while he's here because that's my baby. Anyways, that is my story on my pregnancy journey. I didn't really have an exciting pregnancy. My pregnancy was just so miserable. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos and follow me and add me on social media. You already know what it is. Stay tuned for the next video. Deuces. Peace.